Well, gang, Carolina Jackpot coming at you. It's Tuesday evening. I apologize. I'm just now getting around to putting out the recap of the picks against the spread from week number 7 of the college football season. The weekend that wrapped up this past Saturday. Had a lot going on since Sunday. Carolina Jackpot's been under the weather a little bit, and then today at work. I didn't, but I almost fell off of a 10-foot ladder. Yeah, my big belly shifted one way, and the ladder went the other way, and was kind of stuck in midair doing a split. But they were able to get it back up right, and got to bruise the hell out of my leg, and probably stretched out a groin muscle there. So not feeling too great. But anyway, I wanted to recap these real quick and see how I did against the spread last week. We had an exceptionally good week on week 6, going 13-7. So this week, let's see how Carolina Jackpot did against the spread. Of course, Georgia State and Arkansas State, that was a Thursday night game, and Arkansas State did win that game 59-52. They were a 3.5-point favorite, so they covered. SMU at Tulane. I picked SMU to cover that spread. They didn't. That game went to overtime, and they won, but it's 37-34. Now, had they gotten the ball first and been able to kick an extra point and stop Tulane, they would have covered. So they would have won by 7. As it were, they stopped Tulane, who got the ball first, and then just kicked a field goal, and they won. Kentucky at Tennessee. Tennessee was a 6-point favorite. I had them covering the spread, and I was wrong. Kentucky with a 34-7 thumping of the Volunteers in Knoxville. Auburn at South Carolina. I picked South Carolina to cover the spread. They were catching 3, and they won 30-22. So that's a victory for me and a victory for my Gamecocks. Boston College at Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech was laying 11.5 at home. I had Boston College covering, and they did not. They didn't look too good Saturday, and they lost 40-14 to Virginia Tech. Clemson at Georgia Tech. Another incorrect pick. Georgia Tech lost 73-7. How you give up that many points, I don't know. I understand Clemson's a great team, great offense, blah, 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 all that crap. But come on, man. There's no way. That's pathetic. Pitt at Miami. Pitt was a 10.5-point underdog at Miami. I picked them to cover. They didn't. They lost 31-19, so just barely missing out there. Liberty at Syracuse. Liberty did cover the spread there, and I picked them too. They won 38-21. Syracuse program is just really hitting the skids. Cincinnati at Tulsa was postponed. Coronavirus issues. Kansas at West Virginia. West Virginia did win 38-17. So they didn't cover this 22 in the hook against Kansas. Surprising, but they didn't. They actually fell behind early in that game too. I believe it was 10-0 at one point. So had they not spotted them at lead, I think they probably would have ended up covering the spread. Louisville at Notre Dame. I was one of the only people who picked Louisville to cover the number here, and they did. I warned you that Notre Dame plays like crap several different times during the year, and they did that. Almost laid a turd and lost, but they didn't. Louisville covers the spread, though. They lose 12-7 to Notre Dame. Duke at NC State. I had Duke covering. They didn't. They lost 31-20. Is NC State for real? Probably not. But they're beating the teams that they're supposed to. Ole Miss at Arkansas. Arkansas was a 3-point underdog. I had them covering, and they did 33-21. Nice win over Ole Miss there for Sam Pittman and the crew at Arkansas. Texas A&M at Mississippi State. That one was wrong. Texas A&M covered that spread and won 28-14. Virginia at Wake Forest. That was a correct pick. Wake Forest did cover, won the game 40-23 over Virginia. North Carolina at Florida State. Florida State covered, 13.5-point underdogs. They win 31-28 straight up against North Carolina. And unfortunately, the last 3 picks were incorrect. Alabama took care of business against Georgia 41-24. Memphis beats Central Florida 50-49 in a shootout. And Navy does cover the spread against ECU. They win 27-23. So covering the spread there by a couple of points. Not a great week overall this week, so we lost a game. And how did we turn out here? There's 0-1, 0-2, 0-3. There's 2-3. 2-4, 3-4, 3-5, 4-5. 5-5, 5-6, 5-7, 6-7, 6-8, 6-9, 6-10, 7-10, 7-11. 7-11 this week. So we're under 50%. On week 7. So I had 2 games that were scratched. All right, so we're 48, 53, and 1 now through week 7. Got some ground to make up this week, but we could do it. Big Ten is coming to play this week. Pac-12 will be coming to play not much longer after that. So some new and interesting matchups for this week. We got we got Tennessee and Alabama. It's not really a big game. We got Ohio State and Nebraska playing this week. You got Penn State taking on Indiana. You got Michigan and Minnesota going at it. All those in the Big Ten. The Clemson Taters taking on Syracuse this week. Should be a big test for them. There's some decent matchups there. Giving you my superlatives from last week. First off, the you should have known better pick of the week. I'm going to take the Clemson Georgia Tech game. I don't know why. Really, that I shouldn't have laid points there with Georgia Tech. They did look a little better against Louisville, but I don't know. Clemson's offense is really good, and I should have known that they would not be able to stop them. So that would be my you should have known better pick of the week. I was nominated by one of my subs over there on YouTube. I can't remember who, but somebody nominated that one, and so we'll roll with that. The boy you sure nailed it pick of the week, hands down, Florida State covering against UNC. I don't think anybody was really picking Florida State to cover here. I take that back. I think Uncle Lou did over on his show. I think Uncle Lou took Florida State to cover. It's just, I felt like UNC would be, just breathing a sigh of relief from that 56-45 marathon thing they played with Virginia Tech, and that they would kind of, maybe overlook Florida State a little bit. That's exactly what happened, and they ended up getting beat. So I think they were a little bit overvalued. Good pick there by Carolina Jackpot. And the effervescent turd of the week, not necessarily my turd pick of the week, this is always just a team that is the most disappointing on any given Saturday. And, this is hands down too. You could say Georgia Tech because they got blown out so bad. You could make an argument for Syracuse losing by 17 points at home to a non-Power 5 team. But there is nowhere else that you should be going without making a stop by Knoxville, Tennessee. There's the turd of the week. Tennessee, how are you favored by almost a touchdown, and you lose at home for the first time since Carolina Jackpot had a Michael Jackson Thriller jacket? Fat laces were cool. The South Carolina Gamecocks were going 10-2 and losing to Navy, and once on time ranked number 2 in the country, 1984. That was the last time that you lost to Kentucky and Knoxville. But boy, you sure did it on Saturday. Boy, did you ever do it. 2 pick sixes. I mean, I knew that this quarterback of yours wasn't very good, but 2 pick sixes, come on. And we've not made a change yet. I mean, there's something wrong there. That's just, I've given Jeremy Pruitt credit for being a decent head coach, and he's starting to prove me wrong. Maybe he's not a decent head coach. I mean, anybody could have seen this coming from a mile away. I think his confidence was destroyed against Georgia. You should have been getting somebody ready, the week before that game. You should have already had somebody ready anyway. It's just not good. I mean, he was a senior quarterback looking like a freshman. And, I mean, I'm not making fun of the guy. I'm not disparaging him in any way. Some people are just not made out to play that position. But you all continue to try to force a square peg in a round hole. And it just ain't working for you, people. It just is not working. It doesn't matter how nice of a guy he is. It doesn't matter if he's a good leader. It doesn't matter if he's a good ambassador for football program. If he sucks, he sucks. You need to put somebody else in there better. I know you got some quarterbacks up there. So you all need to make a change. And that's bad. I can't believe that we lost to them. I really can't. But you look at it, you beat Missouri. You didn't turn the ball over. You beat my Gamecocks. You didn't turn the ball over. You lose to Georgia. You turn the ball over. You lose to Kentucky. You turn the ball over. There you go. Maybe Kentucky's defense and Georgia's defense a little bit better than the Gamecocks and Missouri. Maybe, probably so. But still, anyway, those are my picks against the spread from week number 7. Not good. I will get you some picks against the spread for week number 8. And I'll probably get those out tomorrow night before my podcast with Robin and Conrad. But if not, I'll get them to you on Thursday. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to a bounce back weekend. I'm going on vacation next week. Actually, Friday is my last day of work. I will be for a week in Florida at Daytona Beach. So next week's picks against the spread will be coming to you from an oceanfront resort somewhere down south. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll see y'all later, guys. Appreciate it. Peace, and I'm out. Go Gamecocks.